Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, enlightened beings of the golden ray of the Christos and Magdalena lineage of light, the Buddhas that are with us for this great transition into the golden age of eternal life, are infinite in number and hail from the infinite dimensions and timelines. Know that you were born a perfectly awakened Buddha, but simply do not remember who you are. Why is this? Because your true self, your true nature, is not a memory, for it is not of the mind. Your sacred self or original mind is pure and clear and empty of all thoughts and forms. From the void of creation, all sound and light creates the physical reality we experience today. And what do we experience this with? Our Buddha nature. That which is hearing and listening in this now. This is eternity, and you are eternal. Let us now transmit the codes of the 144 and the 441. You may think of the 144 as the expansion of the sphere, and the 441 as the compression of the square. The divine feminine is the expansion, and the divine masculine is the compression. Consciousness has expanded non-linearly into the ends of the multiverse, and has been in the process of compressing linearly into its still white magnetic center of 0 point. We are on the verge of a full compression breakthrough into the eternal bliss consciousness of the great mystery made manifest. Today, on this day of March 9th, 2022, is encoded with the 369 codes of Nikola Tesla, free energy and abundance for all life. We also have a 99 portal activation with ninth dimensional energies flowing into the field of consciousness, preparing humanity for the final quantum leap into the new human, Homo Luminous, beings of infinite light. With the prayer for life, we come into total oneness and unity with our God Source Creator to complete this mission of bridging heaven and earth. All is coming into alignment and fruition of our true heart's delight in the resonance of unconditional love and compassion for all sentient beings of pure light. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end. Please do us a favor, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. Now with these powerful energies, we had many activations again all over Pachamama with 122 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. We had a powerful 4.0 in Japan earlier today, Taiwan 5.2, 5.0 in the Galapagos Triple Junction. This is northwest of the Galapagos Islands. The most powerful 5.5 today, South Sandwich Islands at 1630 UTC. More 6.9 codes. 60.696 latitude, 25.965 longitude, 69 into the 96, 1515 portal of the 66 of the Christos consciousness. Chile, South America, Andes Mountains, Kundalini Pachamama, we had a 4.8, 111 kilometer depth, 111 portal. Peru, also Andes Mountain, home of our sacred condors, 4.9, 13 Divine Goddess. China, 4.4, Solomon Islands, Sun and the Moon, 4.5, Council of Nine Energy. Mid-Indian Ridge, we had a 4.8, and then East Timor, 4.4, Divine 44, coming in 159 kilometer depth. The whole grid again today, totally lit up, totally activated. We're feeling these throughout our whole energetic bodies as we continue to transform into crystalline diamond light bodies of eternal life. 441 coming in. Let us continue with the Sabian symbols right now. The moon is at 16 degrees, 33 minutes Gemini. The sun is at 19 degrees, 34 minutes Pisces. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 20 degrees Pisces. A table set for an evening meal. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 17 degrees Gemini. The head of a robust youth changes into that of a mature thinker. From astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Animal Spirits Knowledge cards from Susan Boulay. The card she pulled for you today, Butterfly. Symbology, transformation, joy, lightness, rebirth. The metamorphosis of caterpillar to butterfly embodies the principle of physical and spiritual transformation, and the butterfly lighting upon a flower is the very essence of joy, beauty, and freedom. The butterfly has been symbolic of the soul, early Christianity, conjugal bliss, China, and change and joy, Native American. In early Minoan and Mycenaean cultures, the butterfly goddess was a key emblem, symbolizing new life after death. In this painting, the woman's face emerging from the chrysalis-like womb suggests transformation and rebirth. The upper face of the butterfly body resembles a Christian Madonna, which reinforces the idea of spiritual birth and new life. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Paramahansa Yogananda, increasing awareness. How can you quicken evolution? By consciously condensing all of your experiences by the power of concentration. By concentration, you gather your attention, focusing it to a point. By condensation, you again use your attention to quickly do a thing which ordinarily would take a long time to do. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Catherine Ann Clement, the Magdalenes, as group consciousness, have existed since the beginning of the planet and even existed before the creation of the planet. They have been present in every age and every culture on the planet under many different names and labels. The feminine aspect of the Magdalenes in Egyptian times were known as the daughters of Isis. The Magdalenes have shown me they are part of an interdimensional race whose purpose is to seed the light. They bring the light into the deepest, darkest places so that the light will not go out, often where no one else will go. From CatherineAnnClement.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Valerie A. Elster. New galactic frameworks are arriving today. Layered updates in the pineal, as in the higher antenna, and ability to receive information. New head positions, frontal lobe mostly as well. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ra James. We are 11 days away from the equinox. That means more energies. March is bringing so many cosmic energies that will fast-track our ascension. We have a CME headed toward us that may sideswipe Earth's magnetic field tomorrow. This could spark off geomagnetic storms later this week. The sun has been kicking off a ton of energy towards us. You may be sensitive to these energies as we are feeling more and more of them. These energies are bringing things to the surface that need healed. You may be feeling anxiety, headaches, feeling it in your heart chakra, highs and lows emotionally or even energetically. These energies are purging and clearing your system of any energetic baggage. Next Friday we have a Virgo full moon. We will see it as full both the 17th and the 18th. Because this is the closest full moon to the equinox, this moon will shine bright for a couple of nights. This full moon is going to be glowing in western Virgo near the star Denebola, which is the tail of the lion. It's also in eastern Leo, right near Regulus, which is Leo's brightest star. This moon is the harvest moon for the southern hemisphere. That makes this moon extra powerful for all of us. It's bringing the magic. The energies of the equinox will be super amplifying this moon's energies. This full moon is bringing a cosmic reboot and a reset energetically. The month of March is all about releasing anything not aligned with who you're shifting into on the journey to becoming your higher self. March 20th is the spring equinox for the northern hemisphere and the autumn equinox for the southern hemisphere. It's bringing some big energies. The energies of March are all about your goals. It's all about dreaming bigger. We are being encouraged to shift out of the third dimensional templates and to fully activate our higher fifth dimensional templates. March 20th, the sun also enters Aries, shifting us into Aries season. This will bring a deep healing for the masculine and will bring a boost in the energies. From sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light Raylene Brady. Wish to know of the current global climate? Time and tide wait for no man is but a relative truth. However, a wise soul remains within the ebb and flow of what is occurring within and around them. The winds of change are upon you all. You cannot see the wind, but you can most certainly feel it. Never mind the weather. What you really have been pondering is whether you are integrating all that arises. In this way, many are undeniably sensing that which is unveiling now. Our earth is in its finest hour, is experiencing a changing of the guards top down. It is said that we are in the midst of a spiritual war. 144 coming in. For though we walk in the flesh, we are not waging war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not of the flesh, but have divine power to destroy strongholds. Be like the elephant, with expansive memory recall. Remember to sing with the woodland birds as the first signs of spring are made visible. All is in suspended animation. Hummingbird is exemplary of this awe-inspiring feat. Many will falter, stumble, even fall. Therefore remain mindful that simplicity reigns supreme. Not bar one is even forsaken, the wretched, the mundane, the exalted, and the meek. All will come to know of what I speak and so much more. And as the Alpha and Omega loop back on itself, the past and future no longer has a hold over both waking and dreaming states. Look not to what was or what will be, as the two are merging in thee. And as the 0 point becomes malleable, not fixed, you will come to know the dimensional facets of self, riding on currents of inconceivable light, sound, and geometry, a kaleidoscope of fractals within fractals. Although the yellow brick road is paved with countless wonders, be not concerned with what presents. And just as you pinpoint your focus on the realities of relativity over relevance, the yes, that is it, will shapeshift yet again and again, and in this way you will come to truly know not all that glitters is gold. Marveling in the glory of the kingdom, releasing any and all resistance is all that is ever required. Remaining gratuitous allows physical immortality to preside over the house of the holy. Seek not the keys of death and of Hades. Divine inheritance is inherently attained. Unto you I place the Krystic keys of the kingdom. Vested in thee are the golden scepter and a staff of divine sovereignty. May it remain so. Verily I say unto thee that the emerald Krystic heart and the ruby generator of pure impulsing are readily available to all. May the golden orb attained in high service be held assuredly in hand, guiding thee on thy way. Within starry sea and sacred land, one will speak, the multitudes will answer. But will they stop to listen, quench their thirst? Seek ye the rivers of living waters. In this way you will never need replenishing. Without money, without cost, drink fully from the well of this eternal truth. For the fount that springs forth from within is that of life eternal. Remain steadfast in your purity and conviction of both spirit and mind. Seek out the waters where all creatures flourish, and you will find yourself home as where the heart is free. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, now and forever. Amen. Adonai, Namaste, beloved, Yeshua ben Yosef. And from Divine Sister of the Light Janelle Cameron, 144, 12 dimensions, 12 times 2 aspects, both light and shadow, to integrate into the human avatar. Are we up for the challenges that encompasses? The need to be right in our own truth that changes from moment to moment. The person you aligned with yesterday may trigger your ego tomorrow, so you feel misaligned. Over and over again, the mortal wounding will present as this is the evolution. If you are feeling emotional pangs, triggered, that is the time to say nothing except to ourselves self-enquiry, the opposite of the nature we have come to know. Resilience is reliance on soul source. The wounded ego will be demanding someone else to save it, as its perception viewing platform is victimhood, seeing everything is being done to it instead of this is serving a purpose to grow. No one takes our power, we give it away. People will trigger that in us It is our billboard, something to delve deep into here. What a miraculous design we set up with Soul Family to assist us. Everything is happening for us, not to us. Every time we blame anything outside us, we have gone into separation and have the opportunity to have a greater look at our programming, our beliefs and traumas, and transmute and flip the script. Others may have tools to assist, but it is up to you to ask your body and spirit what it needs in every moment. The guru is gone, time to take self-responsibility. Commune with those you align with and prepare for that to change as they shift consciousness. No one left behind, just different jump-off points designed especially for you, by you. There are individual soul missions, but we highlight again there is nothing for us to do more than transmute density, integrate light, anchor in the grids intentionally. That is our primary mission. All else is an individual expression playing in their creator. The earth doesn't need abundance, it already is. What is needed is integration, balance, harmony, as within, so without, so above, do below. We are the anchors of it all. At the end of the day, no one cares what we individually created, but collectively, it all has impact. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Minima. Hi, beloveds. The mitochondria of change is amongst us, divine ones, and this calls for grace and deep trust in ourselves. The merging of our higher selves into this physical embodiment teaches us how to navigate being multi-interdimensional, and we're doing it. Remembering how to do this. Many lower entities are jumping into your fear, doubts, and shadows. If you master them, it cannot be used against you. Many different timelines being played out. We're doing a lot, and it's exhausting. I'll go deeper in the New Earth update from motherofstarkeeping.com. And from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy. Today the children are not only reconnecting with the Divine Mother again after so long, but also with the inner sources of life, and their true divine brothers and sisters. Our true spiritual family is reuniting. The pure essences of the elements are reuniting all. Such an amazing moment in and out of time. And from A Gift from Gaia. It's not about what you do, it's about who you are at your core. Your only purpose is to come into full acceptance of all things and to realize yourself as the source of all your creation, the center and the power of your world, and then play in the multitude of ways that gets to form. The moment you seek your purpose is the moment you begin to lose yourself, which is the first step on the path of coming to know thyself. We go backwards to go forward. In knowing thyself, the power of creation comes back to you, and you learn that the outside is only a mirror image of your inside. In seeing this, the value system shifts to prioritize inside and that connection to the feed, the source. And in doing so, undeniable occurrences come to prove this is as your truth. And the outside is then seen as the reflections of passing crystals of consciousness, nothing more than past information. We realign to the new way of being. The evidence is too strong to deny, and besides, it is the path to heaven. And along the way to realizing heaven, we get to be the example, to light up the way, and receive the magnificent gift of witnessing others in their remembrance too. Each becomes the catalyst to another part of this global, holy, human awakening. From A Gift from Gaia.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Philippe Francois. Solar and cosmic energies coming in. Aura in the spiral. There is a spinning rotation in the spiral energy that enters the earth. There are interdimensional spirals that exist in the process of descending dimension to dimension. DNA is a spiral. The eighth infinity represents the spiral movements of life, corresponding to the alchemy of life, both in the movements of electronics and in the movements of our DNA. DNA is actually the matrix of light, of life. DNA sings in the music of particles, corresponding to the very foundation of the origin of the vibration. Our temple emperor is a singing vessel too. The fusion and living in the presence makes that it radiates the new codes that will spread all over our earth. Our temples will act in missionaries. They will be the emission ships in the matter. With the baptisms of fire and integration, another matter, another vibration already flows in our veins. Our own temple becomes earth, homeland, or many will recognize themselves by vibrational affinities. Our earth will spread also its own sun. Our ship temples are the relays, privileged and protected bubbles down here from the new construction. The new frequencies, new vibrations driven from the worlds of unity are vibrant codages. They involve unlocking and modifying our DNA, a DNA of extra-human origin that has the ability to vibrate on the dimensions of universal love, and therefore to be connected indefinitely to the Source, and therefore to the Father. DNA is nothing but a signature, an electromagnetic coding. Obviously, the number of DNA fragments depends on the dimensions. Thus, you cannot lose this material. We cannot lose this genetic material, which is the basis of the deployment of light, but which is the basis also of the deployments of dimensions. More and more frequent solar storms have a direct impact on Earth's magnetic field and on our own magnetic field. The ascension process is to change our DNA and inevitably transform our conscious soul into a higher frequency that resonates with Mother Earth. Solar eruptions activate ultraviolet rays of the sun, our source of light energy. Ultraviolet rays can awaken our skin cells and our DNA by absorbing solar energy through the biosphere. During solar eruptions, our heart chakra usually gets an upgrade or a massive low vibration energy release. The flow of emotions is caused by our shift of energy frequently, releasing the old and welcoming the new. So this is a great number of emotions because our energy fundamentally frees up room for the new higher frequency of energy that will unlock our DNA. Solar eruptions release even higher frequencies. Solar eruptions unlock DNA coding and vibrate life on Earth at a faster pace. The vibration it emits raises the collective consciousness. In simple terms, solar eruptions or photon waves change the way we deal with physical reality. Our inferior emotions are the low-frequency energy stored in our cells from past experiences and trauma we've experienced and never treated, so they're stored as cellular memories. These memories are stored in DNA, bones, and source cells, creative cells, or all other cells. Photonic energy is a much higher frequency energy that pulls up the lower emotional frequency so that it can calibrate to a higher frequency. Thus we find ourselves releasing these lower emotions, sadness, sorrow, anger, bitterness, aggression, shame, not knowing why. We are pushed to make changes in our lives, but we don't really understand why. Another interesting fact about this energy is that it is at much higher frequency can also create the power of instant manifestation and healing during intense solar energy peaks. So it is best to be careful of your thoughts during these periods because the peak of solar activity can cause unwanted manifestations. There, it is still the consciousness that makes you topple or not from one side or the other, depending on whether it melts black or white, from where the return of consciousness that allows by being an observer of self. I like to see what lives inside us. Consciousness guides the floats of energy, solar or cosmic currents, depending on what lives in it, in its field of consciousness, what it has given life to. From where the purification of consciousness and cellular memories so that it becomes naked again, pure, before disappearing. And from divine Brothor of the light Nikki Hamid, there can be no compromise. You have to let go of all the old 3D if you want new earth. You just cannot have fear, unsafe, separation, logical mind rule in the 5D frequency band, and it does get painful as you let go because it all has to go through your body and emotions to leave. And the shine of who you are emerges as a feeling tone in your body as density leaves and crystalline forms. But you do not have to suffer if you can watch and allow and be so loving and kind to yourself and your beautiful body that is lovingly making room for more of you to be present. You asked for it, so you can lovingly allow or make it difficult for yourself by continuing to hold on to that which you are finished with, the fear and unsafe feelings of the past. Keep your inner smile and loving gratitude for all that is. There is nothing wrong. I so believe in you. I am so grateful you are here. I so love you. Where we are all going, there can be no fear. So when you feel it, refuse to go there and succumb to the playing out of the old movie. the lies and deception of the great illusion in its final acts. Slowly, stealthily, learn to love fearlessly. And from Divine Sister of the Light Carolyn, 144 God Code. You've come a long way from chasing people that weren't able to give you what you were seeking. Through wisdom you found the seed point of what has been causing that point of attraction. This is the turning point to follow, the way the Most High has chosen for you. Final outcomes are near. Release what's been and replenish with Mother Earth until the final outcomes are complete. You and your children are protected to remove yourselves from the people that embody toxic masculinity. Those karmic contracts have ended with justice. It's vital to utilize the energies to leave now, while the energies are here for a safe passage home. Be in the flow with the opportunities helping you through the equinox and harvest time. Focus on what is best for you and your immediate family. You'll get more stable and focused with the changes that are happening. Additionally, it opens the way for soul family and tribes who love, adore, and respect you to enter. Ground in nature and meditate on this expansion that's near. Balance and peace is yours, beloved. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Lunar Aspects, the skies are quiet. The moon is skipping through Gemini, an air sign concerned with community, connection, and dialogue. Under this influence, the need to talk is paramount. Conversation makes us feel safe, helps us sort through our thoughts and feelings, gives us space to breathe and be. Sextiles to Pallas and Chiron and Aries suggest that our thoughts revolve around problem solving, healing, and strategies to manage conflict. But it's important that we remember that we can't fix everything at once. Gemini energy can become scattered if we try to be all things to all people. Saturn is also conjunct asteroid Sphinx today, which is vexing blend. Saturn is all about reality, concrete facts, a logical scientific approach, and Aquarius. But Sphinx represents all that we don't know. It's a riddle, me this moment, that brings us up short. Some questions have easy answers, others don't. Sometimes it's about accepting the unknown quantity. Life is full of mysteries and enigmas. Let them inspire the mind rather than freeze the heart. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time, Keen 190, 10th Gate of 13 of Redemption, Volume Votan, the 13 Gates of Redemption. Prophecy is meant to redeem, offer vision, and a way to self-perfection by revealing God's plan. For those who can remember and take heed, the 13 Gates of Redemption coded by the Keen corresponding to the 13 powers of 19, which code the 1320 matrix of the Tzolk'in, are meant to be studied and used along with the 13 moon calendar. From the beginning of any 260 Keen galactic spin coded into the 13 moon calendar, every 19 days one of these gates will appear. This flow is referred to as the 13 Gates of Redemption because it completes a cycle of 13 stages that reverses the effect of the War of Heavens. 19 equal 260. Over it is 19. Quran 74:30. Thus the followers of previous scripture should know that they have not monopolized God's mercy and grace, and that all grace is in God's hands. He bestows it upon whomever he wills. God is possessor of infinite grace. Quran 57:29. Woman has the knowledge instinctively within her of the proper movement of the 28-day lunar cycle. The more we know about the rhythm of the universe, and the more we know about the cycles of the orbits of all objects in space, the more we will value and love womanhood. Woman is impressed, is imprinted in every divine act of universal order. Mother Taineta Muhammad. Keen 190, Power of Galactic Love. Bhakti Yoga, devotion leading to the heart of God. Another way to look at our initiations of love is through the lens of Bhakti Yoga. One of the 4 yogas or paths to union with God is Bhakti, the yoga of divine love. Bhakti Yoga is practiced in different ways, but at its essence it is devotion to God above all else, a devotion that leads to the heart of God. Whenever we reach out to touch another, We are really sending the arrow of our love from our heart to God's heart. When we serve another, whether it's the confused child, the cranky coworker, or the eccentric elderly woman we help up the elevator, we are serving the God who lives within that one. In essence, we are surrendering to a higher love. If we practice seeing beyond the outer personality of the one we are serving to the real goal of our love, God, we will realize that our love for anyone and everyone is really a reflection of our love for God. After all, it was God who we were in love with from the beginning to the ending. Not only that, but when we love, it is God who is loving through us. Each one of us wears a mask in a sense, and behind the mask is the living presence of the Spirit. God disguises himself so that we have many, many opportunities to give our love back to him by loving all these different manifestations and expressions of the Spirit. The mask itself may be seemingly imperfect, yet we know that the Lord of love lies within. In reality, love comes from only one source, and we can be grateful that many people in our lives have been beautiful instruments of that divine love. Alchemy of the heart. Solar Jaguar moon of intention. In this moon we are pulsing the intention of the new galactic beam. In this new beam comes into contact with old forms and structures. It creates initiatory time-space scenarios. We are now undergoing multiple levels of initiation, urging us to pause, reflect, and shift perception. Initiation requires going from one state of consciousness to another state of consciousness. Attuning to our heart chakra makes the process easier. We must become sensitized and compassionate toward all living creatures, and especially toward the subtle signs being streamed to us in each moment. Open the heart and expand the mind. In the pulsar geometry, the 9th tone is the 3rd tone of the 4D time pulsar that culminates in the 13th and final moon of the year. The solar Jaguar moon calls us to realize more deeply our innate connection to the master intelligence, God Force. Noah's Letter number 46, lawoftime.org. Cosmic History Quote for Moon 9, Day 3. The human revolves around its own nucleus and has its own magnetic field, just as a planet does. From 13moonpeacetime.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 190, White Galactic Dog. Galactic is the name for the number 8, and its keywords are harmony, integrity, and model. I always find galactic days relaxing. There's just something mellow and pleasing about this energy. The number 8 also symbolizes eternity, as time loops around and around. Today is White Dog, and it represents love, loyalty, and heart. It's a great combination of number and day. The galactic dog is playful and sweet, and doesn't growl at all. Have fun today and be light-hearted like a puppy. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Galactic Dog. 8 Oak, Keen 190, 9th of March 2022, Modeling Heart. 9-3-2022 equal 936 equal 99 equal 18 equal 9. 999 Divine Destiny Portal. Day codes 9 Completion, Destiny, Humanity, Service, Grace. 18 Social Upheaval, Conflict, Month Year codes. 369 Nikola Tesla code. 3 Holy Trinity, Joy, Happiness, Creativity, Communication. 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility. 9 Completion, Destiny, Service, Humanity, Grace. 20 The Awakening, Clear Vision. 22 Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 190 equal 10 equal 1 New Beginnings, Leadership. 999 A Date with Destiny. A beautiful, loving day, great for modeling love and compassion with our kin as the key to liberating our new dreaming. Day 8 in the Blue Night wave spell of dreams, intuition, and abundance, where we are collectively dreaming the new world into reality. Today we are integrating love. In order to harmonize abundance in our lives, we integrate these energies through modeling a receptive and compassionate mind aligned with our heart. Tone of creation, galactic tone 8 in the mental realm. Action, modeling, power, harmonize, essence, integrity. The galactic tone will influence much mental analysis today. The most important factor is that we model integrity in our thoughts, words, and actions. Today we are modeling compassion and loyalty as a co-creator of this new world. Are our intentions based on harmony through integrity of being? We need to reflect on the messages from Spirit and ensure that we are aligned in order to co-create more harmony and model greater love in our world. Our plans need to be transparent and for the highest good of our community and planet for them to hold up in these new energies. Our projects and business models will then serve as a model for others, following in our footsteps, who hold the ideals of unity, peace, and harmony as a priority. At Tone 8, we have entered a new scale, and we are so proud. We just have to model ourselves for others. We have also mastered harmony at this stage. We are galactic, and don't we know it? Planetary service, please take a moment to hold compassion and unconditional love for all life forms, human, animal, plant, mineral, and our beloved Gaia. For those souls who are suffering in the lower densities and holding fear, uphold and uplift them through divine love and pure light. Keep holding this dream for humanity. We are on our way to Eden. Blessed be. Today's question is, how can I open my loving heart and compassionate mind, connecting with kin to harmonize greater prosperity and peace on our beloved Nova Gaia? Divine blessings for integrating greater joy and prosperity through compassion and your beautiful loving heart. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 190, White Galactic Dog. The mantra, the code for today is, I harmonize in order to love. Modeling loyalty, I seal the process of heart. With the galactic tone of integrity, I am guided by the power of timelessness. And on this powerful day of activations and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to vote for us to continue bringing these free transmissions to the world every day, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Mariana Boriana, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your continued support. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal link at egolovecondor.com. I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork on Etsy. I'd like to thank Divine Brother of the Light Thomas Schwer for your purchase today. Thank you very much, Divine Brother. You can purchase my Sacred Condors beautiful handmade zodiac goddesses, goddess totems, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. And she has a continued 30% off sale until March 23rd for this equinox season, so be sure to take advantage of that. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from the Tzolk'in and from our 17th dimensional beings of light. Shared by Divine Brother of the Light Ed Torreta from the Tzolk'in. I am the compassionate, coded by the white dog. 10 is my number. I am the eternal comforter, the loyal, love is my law. Wise, I am on the path of empathic knowledge. From my two hands of light radiate goodwill for all beings in all realms. I raise my right hand, palm open and free, no secrets. In the absence of fear, there's nothing to hide. Wholehearted patience and kindness. This is the deepest universal permissive wisdom. There is no one who is not an expression of this love that envelops everything. Because love is the manifesto, from the power of compassion. To know me is to remember that love is the light that holds the dream of union. And from our beloved beings of light from the 17th dimension, through the portal of the Pleiades star system. Pleiades 1 messages March 9, 2022. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. Fiery Fortress and Expansion. Daboros, AFR, Major Reverberation, 89% non-regressive. The Light Celebrates. Silver Dragons in Support and Reverberance, 96% non-regressive. Divine Cores are more accessible. New Paradigms rise. MP plus agitations increase. Splitting Realms are discontinued. Divine Rebirths on the rise. Gaian Contractions initiated. PTA+++ 11 Projection 78% non-regressive. O Storm +++X +++11 F2 PTA +++11 Reverberation 78% non-regressive. Temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1 supporting anchoring on Island of Purification from disclosurenews.it. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Let us end by now coming fully into the I Am presence that is within every living heart. For I am here now, in this body, where I always am. This body is the body of the cosmos. Everywhere that I am is the center, is the middle of all things. I am the center of the infinite multiverse, one with the great central sun. I am one with Mother, Father, God, Source Creator, the great mystery. I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am the pure awareness of the unborn mind of Buddha, where all things are perfectly resolved. I am that I am. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step. And keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.